Let's talk about car event participation today. This video has a story from which information and opinions are presented that I want to learn more about.
Hey, hello, how are you? And welcome to Road Odyssey. I am Burke. Hope y'all are having a fantastic day today. So this video is about a car cruise. It's actually a 2-day event. Now, embedded in this topic and all the fun and watching the cars and that stuff, seeing all my friends and meeting new friends.
So I need to find out why it is such a problem knowing a route of a cruise event. So let's look at car club liability related to sharing information specifically about car cruise routes.
All right, so what this is all about and what it is pertaining to is a local car cruise event that lasts 2 days. Many of the people or the participants only go for the cruise on the first day. Others remain at a hotel and have a party at night, and then they stay for some other little events the next day. Now, I was already fully aware of almost every city that the cruise was going to go through. They've been doing this for years, and I live right in the middle of this cruise. So I knew pretty much the whole set of cities, but I did not know precisely the route and the timing of it. So therefore, I sent an email to the organizers. And the one contact I'm going to call Joe. So I asked Joe, hey, can I get the route? Or can I get certain spots where I could do some videotaping for a YouTube video? Well, Joe's initial response was, cool, not a problem.
This is the basic email where I double checked because I actually had a previous email where they said, yes, you can go out and videotape. So this is a second email where I double checked, and again, they said, sure, route's still in progress though.
Okay, well that was a while back. So a couple of days right before the cruise, I sent a second email double checking, is this okay? And are you okay with me having the route, or can you list out some of the places where I could be and what the timing might be? I waited and waited. Finally got an email back at the last minute. Now, mind you, I get an email back at the last minute. Registration's closing, right? So anyway, comes back and says, nope, you are a liability issue if you do not pay and sign the waiver.
So this is where they said, no, you need to register, meaning that you need to pay the money and sign the waiver.
So I said, great, I'm a liability issue. Okay. Now, before actually going out to Bonham, I got up in the morning, got on Google, did a search for car club liability.
I found this information on what event insurance is, why is it necessary, do you need it for your car club, and just some other various information here. And let's see, what else do I have? Here's some of the liabilities that insurance will cover, so you can find all that good stuff. But my favorite article or paragraph was this one. You need insurance for weddings, baptisms. Really, for a baptism? A birthday? And for bridal showers, etc. This to me is extremely excessive paranoia. Or is it just there really are that many dumb people in the world?
All right, now let's take a break and let me show you me going to Bonham, Texas to videotape and take pictures of my friends and all that good stuff. So let's take a quick look at that.
No liability issue yet as I drive into downtown Bonham and take a picture of my car outside of the refurbishing of our courthouse. Here I pulled onto private property. Luckily, I know the owner and he had no issues. And here he is, Mr. Pete, the Buick man of Bonham. Here's Don that I've worked with in the past, Cope and Pamela with their Cougar, Brian and Evan with their old car, there's Rick with his old pickup truck, and again, there's Cope, and then Mike, Connie, and Russell. There's Mike and Connie's Corvette, there's Russell's truck, and here is Mike and Amanda. And so I'm obviously leaving, going back past the courthouse and going home.
Now, think about this. I have one location in one basic time for me to go down and do some videotaping and seeing my friends. So what is the difference between knowing that one thing with good enough detail to be successful in videotaping versus knowing any other location?
I actually knew multiple locations. I knew they were starting in Farmersville, 8 a.m., and they were going to end in Paris, Texas at a hotel. I also knew about the Bonham layover from their own Facebook pages, saying that they were going to be in Bonham at 10 a.m. I also knew that from the Chamber of Commerce of my own town, they told us they were going to be basically going possibly by my house and into the square for lunch. I just did not know the precise routes.
All right, so I hopped back in my car, went home, had a quick early lunch, and like I said in the beginning of this, I knew very well what most of the cities are that they go through, namely my town. And not only that, they go right by my house. So here's some shots from them going right next to my house. So the next thing was I just started videotaping and talking to my friends again in my hometown. And there were other people from my hometown that joined in and talked and had a good time. So here's a little bit more of that.
I have this video coming up if you haven't maybe seen it already. And so I went out chasing this gigantic engine that came through Texas. Now, the schedule was published by Union Pacific with the actual route and times that it was going to stop over or blow through a specific city. And they just set out this set of rules if you're going to be out on the road chasing down this train. Here's an example of one of the places where we stopped. It was right at the Oklahoma-Texas border, nice parking area from road construction crews. And here's the bridge that they were still even working on, that the road construction people said, hey, yeah, get out on the bridge, just be really careful. People had access down at the river, And here's a couple of people here. And as an example, further down the route, as the locomotive and the train got through into Texas, this guy in his helicopter landed out in the field, came around, got his pictures, hopped in the helicopter, and left. This may be an example of why not letting other people know the route of a cruise is important, because if you're out on the road trying to get drive-by shots while everybody's out there on the road, this could really put people at risk.
That to me is what this is about to some degree. As enjoyable as this event is, and I just kind of want y'all to reflect upon this if you want. All right, that'll do it for this weird video. I hope you found it somewhat interesting, and I hope you were able to relax and take it easy through this video. I tried, so I really want y'all to have fun with this stuff, but this event was very educational for me, or at least it introduced me to the tip of the iceberg of all this really wonderful lawyer stuff that we have to live with nowadays. So anyway, relax, take it easy, and I will see you later. Bye.